Well, you and I both have AOL still. I mean, obviously we have other stuff, but we still have AOL because we've had AOL for a long time.
AOL.
I got locked out of it.
Yeah. Just change your password.
I can't.
Why?
I can't get into it to change the password. Like, I can't do anything.
Is it connected to like an old email address you don't use anymore?
I don't know.
I can help you. I can help you with that.
All right.
We'll
see.
But I just haven't been. A lot.
I just went. Good times, AOL. It's over. I was just like,
you stood by me.
Yeah,
You've been good for a long time.
The 90s are over.
My guess it's done. Yeah.
I'll tell you, man. There was nothing better in the 90s than turning that on. And then the big AOL welcome that would come on.
Yeah.
You
remember that conversation with the Stengels? And I said, because we went to AOL, we were doing a pitch there, and they said the number one source of revenue for AOL was people paying for AOL that were still paying that did not have to pay.
Yeah.
And so they were saying if you had any sort of streaming service, then you didn't have to pay, which everybody had, but you were still paying like $4.95 a month. And then as I was telling the story, Justin and Eric looked at each other and said, we don't have to pay. And because they thought if they didn't pay, they're going to lose their account.
Right.
Do you know that you had to call AOL to cancel? You couldn't do it online at the time.
Okay.
So I called AOL the day after they announced that they were going free. And I called them up and I said, hello. I go, yeah, I heard you guys were doing free, AOL. And the lady goes, oh, you want to do that? And I go, yeah, I do. The free one, I really, really want to do that one. That was great for me because Pete and I didn't have a pot to piss in, and we were paying for high-speed internet and AOL at the time. That was a lot of money a month. AOL, I think, was
your biggest bill.
AOL was like $13 a month at the time. It was not. It was not cheap.
Rooms were everything.
ASL.
That door opening.
ASL. Did you ever go to a guy's house that you met on AOL? Really?
No.
Because I met a lot of girls on AOL.
Parking lot.
No, I mean I did a lot of dumb things and talk to people. No,
JoJo.
I was always a chubby little thing.
Oh,
so nobody really wanted to meet up, but it was just fun to be able to talk and be somebody that I wasn't.
Yeah, it was also
with random strangers.
It was the first time you could talk to somebody in Idaho.
Yes.
Yeah. It was like,
was cool.
You're in Idaho. Yeah. Or you get somebody from an international. Like somebody in France.
It didn't matter.
No.
Say whatever.
I still say one of the coolest things ever in the world was I was up in Louisville just for a little while doing radio up there, but they had, and it was when MySpace was still very popular. They had MySpace, but it was local MySpace. It was Louisville MySpace.
Yeah.
And so you could totally meet up with people much easier.
Because that's what it started out, right? Yeah. For like colleges and stuff. Right. So everything was local initially.
Right, yeah.
And then they...
Yeah, but this was cool because it was like everything that was going on in Louisville, all the different stuff, but then also the people you were talking to, you knew everybody was there in Louisville.
From there.
Yeah. I will say an honest statement that in the 90s, I think I got as much sex from AOL as I did from radio.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, you'd think that would be way out the other way. And I do have to say that most of that came through Pete. Because Pete was the ASL master on that thing. He would just come in my room and be like, I got 2, they're on the way. Oh, okay.
Didn't you guys have a contest to see how few words he could say?
Oh, that's the best.
That was Fat Lisa. That was, we had this one slump buster.
Fat Lisa may have been Fat JoJo.
Hey.
No.
It might
when you were, you said you were chubby.
Listen to me, I'm mean. And I wouldn't even call you chubby. I wouldn't say you were chubby.
That's all right.
I know I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't say it.
She's not saying now.
Right. I've never known you as chubby.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, okay.
I knew you as pregnant. Johnny B.
That
knew you as pregnant.
Don't bring that back up.
Wow.
This
Anyway.
is when you were pregnant, right? Nope.
Look at us with our bigger bellies.
Oh man.
Hell.
So anyway, Fat Lisa was a good slump buster. She was down whenever you were ready. And Pete would only call her when he was drunk. And we'd leave Ybor City, we'd get on the Howard Franklin Bridge, and Pete would have a contest to see how few words it would take to get her to come over to the house. And we'd on the bridge, and Pete would call up, and she'd go, hello, and he'd go, now. And she'd go, okay. And she'd come over.
Oh, my God.
And then he goes, I could beat it. I go, how could you beat it? How could you beat
it was
one word?
Yeah.
And we went over the bridge. Hello. All right. He got her. He got her in a. She came over and God bless her little fat heart. She was the trooper of all troopers. She was a giver if ever there was a giver.
Could you imagine being woken up in the middle of the night to go deal with these two?